Welcome to another edition of the All Sports Matters podcast. I am your host, Amir Sharaz Ortiz, Mr. All Sports Matters, self-proclaimed, of course. Welcome to the March Madness edition of the All Sports Matters podcast. We've been gone for a little bit, taking the early spring, late winter off, but we're back. We're here. Tournament has officially started tonight. We do have a March Madness bracket that goes, you can sign up through Thursday first game, which I believe is noon Eastern, so 11 a.m. For your chance to win $100. You heard that right? Your chance to win $100 free. All you have to do is three things. Sell your soul, give us some blood. Wait, no, that's wrong sport. No, all you got to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. Add yourself to the Facebook group, which, of course, we will allow you guys to partake with us on a daily basis. And, of course, you got to make your own bracket. Who do you believe is going to win? There's four number ones. Hey, you look at it right in front of you. The All Sports. I wish we had a little QR code, but we'll get there. But look at one of our pages on Facebook, our personal pages. We have it there posted. You got 2 days to get yourself in for your chance to win $100 free cash, free money. Do what you will. If you want to buy me a beer, do that. But either way, I'm not alone. There's four number ones. We have four number ones ourselves in the All Sports Matters group, the four brothers. Right now, we're down to three. The chef is on his way to the podium here in a minute. He's handling some business. I'm going to bring Mr. Win 100. He's only doing it for y'all because he ain't trying to win. Mr. Fleck, Mr. Moore.
Yep.
Mr. Let's Go Norfolk State. Wait, no. That's
what?
Right? No, you're Florida.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. A lot of people is not about Florida these days. I'm not sure if, Are we going to tell the people who we selected to go all the way, or are we just going to wait for that?
Well, I mean, I'm wearing it on my chest. It's behind me. That's who I got going all the way.
The bar is behind you. I see that. The bar.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, below that. Blue. Speaking of the bar, because that's all LSU fans get to do right now instead of watching their teams play. Mr. JB, our producer, is in the building. Whoa.
Who hurt you?
Why are you so upset these last couple of days?
Who hurt you?
I can use vulgar language, vulgarity.
We on Facebook. We can curse.
We can curse now, I guess. Mr. Zuckerberg has turned his white pasty ass the other way. He has said, "Go ahead, do what he got to do." Either way, hey, we love you, Mr. Zuckerberg. All you gotta do is not bring Steve back so we can get a little white action. And hey, we in there. But either way,
if our feed goes down, y'all know why.
What? It ain't gonna go down because we'll sue. People sue for anything. I'll sue.
I could use it.
Man,
just like I know somebody could use this $100 we're trying to give away.
Technically, I can use it, but and I can
use it too, but I figured
I can take to that bar your advertiser behind you, and that'll be a great night.
We're giving away $100. Exactly. Well,
technically,
y'all giving away.
The combination of us four is giving away $100.
The Sports Matter group is giving away $100.
Yeah, that's the best way I can put it.
Okay.
Why are you so angry, sir?
How am I angry?
I want to know who hurt you.
How am I angry? Please explain, sir.
Look,
we'll do that after the show.
Look,
no, I refuse.
You should be happy. Get it. LSU is out. We ain't talking about them no more. But the Dodgers are 1-0, right? They started the season 1-0. They won in Japan early this morning. So you should be happy about that, right?
They did. Something that the Braves and Yankees will never do.
What the heck? What? Who hurt you?
Start 1-0? They can literally do that a week from tomorrow. They could.
They could do it, but the Braves won't because they're the Braves. And then they'll get hot.
Now I can see if the
middle of the
Yankees and
season,
Braves are facing each other.
immediately
That would make sense.
they'll
Who
immediately
hurt you?
implode and just die somewhere. So
Like this session of Sassy
get your words together.
on this week has been brought to you by Sprite.
Get your words together. It's called the promo, kid. Don't write it on your wrist.
Hey, well, I got nothing up my sleeve.
It's called the promo, kid.
Let's start with the not our final four, but the number 1 4 seeds that entered the tournament. Number 1 overall was Auburn, followed by Duke, Florida, and Houston. I think it's Houston and Florida. But either way, those are the 4 number 1 seeds. And I think I'm gonna start this discussion off by saying which one gets knocked off first. JB, the floor is yours.
Wait, what was the 4? I'm sorry, I was working on backstage producer stuff.
Auburn, Florida, Houston, and Duke.
Houston. Actually, no, I'm gonna go Auburn.
Wait, what?
Shit.
Our producer's having a rough time right now.
I am. I'm trying to do stuff back here for y'all, and
I understand.
It's not working.
You can't multitask. We get it.
I can multitask. Go to Fleck. Well, we know Fleck is going to say that Florida is going to win it all, even though they suck, and they'll probably lose the second game. They'll win the first one, but they'll lose the second game. I do think that Auburn has been doing pretty good. I think Houston is going to be the first one out of those 4 to actually drop out.
Houston. That finally answered the question. Fleck, what you got?
Depending on the health of Cooper Flagg, I want to say Duke, and it's only because of the health of Cooper Flagg. You know, he had that ankle injury in the ACC championship or ACC game, their tournament. So if I had to go with one right now, only because their best player is hurt right now, I would go Cooper Flagg. I would go Duke because of the Cooper Flagg injury. And Auburn has been looking kind of shaky the last 4 or 5 games. So it's going to come down between Duke and Auburn, in my opinion.
So we got the QR code on the screen. Ask and we shall receive. Our producers put up the QR code. There's a QR code, folks. We are catching up with the times. We have a QR code, and yes, it does work because it went straight into my bracket anyway after a couple clicks. Auburn faces the winner of, was it Alcorn State and Stephen F. Austin, maybe? I don't know who the teams are here. Whoa. They changed my pick. Don't want to do that.
Don't do that.
Don't want to change everything.
Lord.
They literally changed everything. I don't like this.
Yeah, so just know I'll be making it working.
What happened?
I accidentally clicked on a team.
Oh Lord. You clicked on Florida?
No.
Go ahead and lose your money.
I was trying to get the bracket. Who's Auburn is playing?
Go ahead and lose your
I have
money.
unsaid no cancel. Cool.
Put your money on Florida.
No, we're good. We're good. I think Auburn got like a easy route, kind of looking at the bracket. Second round is either Louisville or Creighton. After that, anywhere between Michigan, Texas A&M, and then Michigan State in the Elite Eight, which I think that's the only team that really Michigan State hurts Michigan State. So it all depends on what team shows up there. So Auburn kind of has an easy path. Duke does depend on health. You're absolutely right. I got them going all the way, but I'm probably going to change if I don't hear anything in the next couple of days. Cooper Flagg is out for at least the first couple of rounds. But
they said he'll be back. They said he was going to be back.
They did breeze through the ACC tournament just fine without him. So it shows the depth that Duke has.
Did they breeze though? Because North Carolina gave him a game, and they just beat them, but they gave him a game.
It's North Carolina though.
It's always going to be a game between them.
But the first couple of rounds should be pretty easy for Duke, and they should be able to knock that out.
I don't know if Baylor knocks off Mississippi State, that's going to be a tough game for Duke. Baylor. Baylor would be a tough. I think Duke would rather see Mississippi State because Baylor would be a tough game for him.
It is. I got Baylor beating Mississippi State there in the second round.
I did too.
But speaking of second rounds, Florida got an easy first, I believe, in Norfolk State. But UConn, Oklahoma is not an easy second round game.
So sad.
This ain't the UConn from the last couple of years though. Like something's been off with them. And Oklahoma, I mean, they got in, but they got ran through when Florida played them. So I ain't worried about Oklahoma.
Yeah, I got Florida going through all the way to the Elite Eight and losing to St. John's. That's my pick. I think St. John's will take care of business against Florida.
I got Florida losing in the Sweet 16. So
losing the Sweet 16 to Drake.
Drake.
No one will ever lose to Drake.
Sorry, Florida plays Memphis. Drake is in the other side with St. John's.
Well,
no, I got Drake beating Texas Tech. I got Drake in the Sweet 16.
You got Drake in the Sweet 16?
I do.
That's the only victory Drake will get this year.
No, Drake.
And where get that one?
Anyone named Drake. That's the only victory anyone named Drake will get.
I don't have them getting past Missouri.
Oh, look who came to work.
I got Drake beating Missouri, then them beating Texas Tech.
Missouri.
Try to know I'm docking his pick.
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but you gotta pick some long shots early. You know,
you do got to pick some long shots because if you don't, then you don't get Davidson and Steph Curry. So
yeah, you know, you got teams like Liberty Bibbity, you know, number 12.
Liberty
playing against Oregon.
Bibbity.
Speaking of upsets,
God.
I did pick Alabama to lose the second round via text message, and I did pick in the bracket. You came in at the perfect time. Alabama losing the second round to the St. Mary Gales, which I don't know what a gale is, other than the old white lady. I don't know what a gale is.
It's a bird.
I was about to say it's a bird, right?
I'm not National Geographic. Either way.
You said you're not who?
Lord.
Say that again.
National Geographic.
Oh no! Don't church it up now. Don't try to church it up now.
Goodness gracious,
Rob. We were just asked who.
Just walk right into that.
Who do you think will be the first number one seed to go down?
Auburn.
You just jump right on that.
No hesitation.
Auburn.
He only jumped on that because he hates Auburn.
I mean,
I honestly, I like this Auburn team. It's a really good team, but they're inconsistent. And they have individuals on that team that they hit spurts where they make some of the plays that you like, what in the hell are you doing right now? Plays. And they have injury bug right now. So if I had to choose one, I'm going to say Auburn. But I will say this. It also depends on if Cooper Flag is hurt or not.
That was my reasoning too. I said Duke, depending on the health of Cooper Flag, and then Auburn because of the way they played the last 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, they've been all over the place.
But looking at the matchups, though, I think Houston got set up. Gonzaga in the second round is not an easy second round.
No.
Gonzaga is not the same team we've seen, but they are on fire. They just won that West tournament, whatever the conference they came from, whatever. But they weren't even the favorites. St. Mary's was the favorites out of that conference. Gonzaga went and won that one. And that's why I say St. Mary's is a hard matchup for Alabama, as well as Houston playing Gonzaga in the second round.
Now, I got Gonzaga going to the second round, but Georgia ain't going to just like roll over and let them go to the second round either, though.
No. I'm going to tell you this. I don't know if St. Mary going to get past Vanderbilt.
And I was making the case for that one too.
I don't know if they're going to get past Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is a dangerous squad, and they believe. So I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to apologize for the SEC bias.
Nope, there's no SEC bias.
There ain't no bias.
Let me apologize to our constituents.
Don't do that.
No.
Because I got Baylor beating Mississippi State. I got Texas A&M losing in the second round.
I got Texas A&M losing in the
So,
second round.
so don't do that. I got UConn beating Oklahoma.
I think UConn's gonna beat Oklahoma bad. I think they're gonna beat them badly.
And I got Kansas beating Arkansas. So don't do the SEC. Don't say SEC bias.
Yeah, because we definitely all was talking about the SEC losing. So calm your nerves, sir. Also, I figured out why they called the Gales. It's a very racist reason, but it was 1927. So
it has to be racist because 1927.
It's in 1920. There's a sports writer named the team after because the school had a large number of Irish players and Irish speak Gaelic. So that's why he named them the Gales.
Boom. We learned it. We learning something because they show us how to name after some birds.
And that's pretty racist.
But a Gael is also traditionally an Irish warrior. So there you go. So there's something like Notre Dame. Fighting Irish Gales, they're the same thing.
Yeah, no, they fight all the time unless they put them in a championship game. Yeah. They don't fight at all.
It's like Crimson Tide and Green Wave. One is way up here and the other one's down here, but it's almost the same.
How do we get in this?
You notice I said one is way up here and one is down here. I know one is. I know the Louisiana team is still way down here. It's almost the same though. They almost mean the same thing.
What just happened right now? I didn't
talk about the Fighting Irish and the Gales. They're the same. And actually, those two teams are the same because they both suck.
I feel you. Well played, sir. Well played.
They both suck. So, just saying.
First round upset. Who y'all got?
We already said it.
So, for me, a team got
double
seed. A team got put in that there's a lot of controversy behind.
Oh.
And we're talking about the University of North Carolina. I'm not talking about Texas. Well, I want to change the subject for a change away from SEC. And North Carolina got put in.
So angry.
And the state of West Virginia.
Angry little leprechaun.
What? Notre Dame hurt you?
Not at all.
What
angry little leprechaun?
How did we get to this level of pain?
You brought
long story short, I got North Carolina advancing past this round of 68, past the first round to answer your question, and beating Ole Miss.
Okay.
I'm answering your question.
Answering this question, huh?
Yes, sir. And I actually got to beat Iowa State and going to the Sweet 16.
What question did I ask?
Which double-digit team
I did ask
an upset? I always keep my rhetoric towards the question.
But I did. But I also have North Carolina beating Ole Miss. So there, that whole SEC bias.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
Your pain runs deep. You need to share it with us because man, you are hurting.
Goodness gracious, so angry. I don't understand.
My upset, I got VCU beating BYU. But I also got that North Carolina Ole Miss, but I just think North Carolina VCU and BYU.
I'm looking, and I also got Akron beating Arizona.
I
like this Akron team. I've actually watched them by accident a couple times.
Because of the break.
Yeah. And I actually like this Akron team, which in turn, now that I look at my bracket, they're going to play Liberty in the second round, who's going to be Oregon. So you have a 12 and a 13 seed advance in that bracket.
And then I got the 11 seed beating the 6 seed in that one. In that same
I got BYU winning. So yeah.
I got VCU winning that one. Just because VCU, I don't know, you don't hear anything about VCU, and then the tournament they win 2 games.
They win. That's exactly it. They show up in the tournament and just mess up everything.
Just to bust up people's brackets.
Yep, exactly. This is the lowest that UNC has been ranked ever in the NCAA. The last time they were ranked like lower than top 5 or 6, I think they were 8.
Well, according to the NCAA, Texas and North Carolina will not make it. They had the typical 64 team tournament. They're actually the last 2 teams to be placed in 68 based off of rankings and points that they have.
And West Virginia is hot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, West Virginia, yeah, they pissed. They
Very-
get their attorney general and everything involved.
I'm telling you, they're up here stomping around mad.
Well, they're upset because there's a committee member apparently is getting paid $50,000 just for UNC.
I fit it, great.
He has North Carolina ties, but the committee said that when they were discussing UNC, he was not part of those discussions. I mean, they can tell us anything at this point, but I'm just saying what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Them days, I tell you.
Those discussions.
As we move on to give y'all what you need, we start with 68 and we always end up at the Final Four. Final Four being played April 5th. Gentlemen, who is in your Final Four?
My Final Four, I got Michigan State, Florida, Alabama, and Houston.
I have Houston, Florida. I have Duke, and who is it? Hold on. Sorry. Why am I tripping? Yeah, I got Auburn, Florida, Duke, and Houston.
I don't know yet because I didn't pick mine. So I'll let you know in just a second.
You, like the rest of America or our America, the Facebook followers, have until first game on Thursday to put their picks in to be eligible.
I picked Norfolk State to beat Florida, so
What?
So your bracket's already messed up.
no, because it's basically gonna be just like the Braves.
Who hurt? Did somebody touch me? What's wrong? Hey, what you? I need to talk to see what's going on with you.
I need you to turn the light on in your room because something needs to change, sir. You need change in your life. Jesus, help us.
No,
Do you need a hug?
For real, dude.
no.
What just happened?
Hold on, let me say it for y'all.
Him is strong this week.
No.
Oh, really? My Lord.
Alabama making the pass round 2.
I got Auburn, St. John's, Duke, and Tennessee, and I got an asterisk next to Auburn and Duke because for me, I got to go back and tweak some things. We all said at the beginning, all depends on Cooper Flagg's eligibility. For me, if Duke is that far, I do have Florida reaching the Final 8, though, so I'm not hating on Florida. I do have them going all the way through. I just think St. John's is a better matchup to beat them in that Elite 8. And Michigan State for some reason they always fail towards the end for some strange reason. That's the only reason I didn't pick them over Auburn. I do have BYU for some reason on the Elite 8, and I'm going to have to relook that one because I'm just looking at it now, and they're in my Elite 8. And I got Houston and Tennessee in my Final 8, but I'm not SEC has been hot. Well, 14 teams has reached the tournament. Is the highest ever for one conference. I think the last one was Big East, who had 11. So
only 2 teams didn't make it. Only 2 teams.
North Carolina and LSU.
And LSU's one of them.
LSU and South Carolina. Yes. I'm glad we all kind of agree.
They focus on the women more than anything. So I don't know what they.
I would focus on the women too. The men suck.
Y'all ain't bringing in no money into the program like at all.
None.
You know
Y'all
what?
get residual off the women.
Alabama don't have a choice but to focus on both of them because they play both ways, men and women, on the same teams.
Damn.
Be quiet, hater.
Y'all cousins,
Enjoy the NIT.
cousin lover.
Enjoy your NIT.
Enjoy your cousin lover, Alabama.
Wait, I know you snaggle too.
I said what I said. You Alabama cousin lovers.
I know you ain't talking about
Roll Tide.
What's wrong with y'all?
The family reunion is Roll Tide.
I swear to God, boy. We're gonna get you some prayer.
I'm sorry. I am deeply sorry, and I'm apologizing to our viewers
Like,
who is
this
putting
so
up
bullshit.
in live.
Don't you apologize for me.
That was my next line for Jimmy sassiness.
Don't you apologize for me.
No, I have to. I have to. We have to Because if
This
they
is
sue
the
you,
reason.
if them Alabama cousins sue you, I got nothing to do with it.
How they gonna sue me? Because I'm telling the truth. They is cousins, lovers, and cousins,
Something wrong with you.
hugging on each other, kissing on each other necks.
I don't.
This is fairly disgusting.
That's your people. Tell your people stop doing that. They being gross.
Again, I apologize to our viewers who are just now tuning in.
Yo,
We will offer you a settlement though, but you have to win the bracket by clicking on. You got to. Hey, that's that. Hey, there we go. We got a QR code. This is us giving our settlement back to you.
We giving up the settlement?
This is our settlement right here. But you have to win it, and you got to do 3 things for us. 1, subscribe to our YouTube page. 2, join the All Sports Matters Facebook group. And 3, all you got to do is just make a bracket. Make a bracket. You don't have to watch basketball.
Let's
You
make
know,
the record.
yeah, Mama Bilbo, you don't even have to watch. But I feel sorry for your son. But make a bracket on his behalf. Make a bracket on his behalf, and you know what?
Wait a
I'm pretty
minute.
sure
Hold
you
on.
would choose Florida to beat
Wait.
Norfolk State.
Wait you just a second. Wait you just a second. Goodness gracious.
We apologize for the level of bitterness happening on the screen today. It's been a while since we've seen our faces on screen. So hey, we are apologizing
Terrible.
for our producer.
Horrible.
Hey,
Horrible.
we have on hats for a reason because we innocent.
Don't you
I just wanna
apologize?
put it out there.
He said, "Don't you apologize to me."
Apologize for we are apologizing
Terrible.
for our front door. But either way,
Okay.
who do you have winning,
Duke.
with or without Cup?
He'll be back.
Because we got to ask that question.
He'll be back.
Did you
My
say
final
cup?
four is Auburn, St. John, Duke, and Houston, by the way.
Did you say cup?
Yeah, he did say Cup. Cooper Flag.
You said cup. That's not Cooper Cup.
He
Cooper Kupp
100%
Flag.
said
That's
Cup.
his middle name.
he said Cooper Cup flag.
That's his middle name. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He said
That is
Cooper
not
Cup
even
flag.
close to his
And
middle name.
his second middle name is Giannis.
I
Not
don't.
Giannis.
Giannis.
Hey,
What do you
hey,
mean?
He said Cooper Cup flag. I'm done.
I hate everything about everything that just happened.
But you're just full of hate anyway right now.
First of
Question
all,
is still
Florida
out there.
sucks, and I don't want to hear nothing.
The question is still out there, Mr. Robinson, Mr. Moore.
I got my Gators winning now. Yeah, now you can holler bias, but
Homer.
they are also okay. Yeah,
Ooh.
all of that, but they are also one of the most complete teams in the nation. So hopefully they can ride that through.
Mr.
Yeah.
Chef, before you give me your answer, I have a follow-up question that I want you to answer first, and then give me your final answer. The first question is, how far do you have Alabama Crimson Tide going in this tournament?
Final
How
four.
far?
I mean, final eight. They
Final
make
eight.
it to the Elite Eight, and yeah, they fall victim in the Elite Eight, but they give it a good run. You know,
Elite Eight is a hell of a run.
Sir, would
Yeah.
you like to put a bottle of liquor on that?
save them in.
That they won't make it to the Elite Eight.
I said what I said.
Got it. Appreciate you. Say less. Yep.
Like
Say
that.
less.
Wait, so that's like saying the Field versus Alabama. You gonna take that bet?
He said Elite Eight. That's
He
all
said
he
the
said.
Elite Eight. All they gotta do is make it to the Elite Eight.
All they
I
got to
know
do is
that,
make it to
but-
the Elite Eight.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
good.
Okay.
I
said
got
I
to
said.
make it to the Elite Eight. I got
Yeah.
to make it to the Final Four.
Did you hear what I
Yeah.
said?
I think it's gonna be a close one that they're gonna drop to.
I think today's a good day to make bets with Jimmy. Jimmy, I got one for you. I say LSU doesn't make it.
That boy done.
Well, I already won that one, so no matter. LSU made it as far as the Pelicans did. So
Not the old Pelicans.
That's
they're
falling for disability right now.
you see how that threw you off the cliff? It don't even matter. It don't even matter.
Leave them Pelicans alone.
Just threw you off the cliff. They can't even fly once they fall off the cliff. That's a shame. And they birds.
Alvarado went 1 for 10 last night. The only
Dude,
reason I know
that's your fault. Ain't nobody tell you pick him up.
I didn't have many options. Have you seen my full squad get hurt for the playoffs?
Your fault. Well, you picked Jaylen Brown, so that's your first mistake. He's trash.
He has been for the last month and a half, yes.
So that's your own fault. Nobody tell you pick him up. And then you pick LeBron James.
I still made the
who you
playoffs.
mortally hate.
And you say the same.
I don't play fantasy basketball because that is ridiculous.
I'm talking about fantasy football. I'm talking about fantasy pickleball. I'm talking about fantasy wiffle ball. Whatever you got.
Not fantasy
You make playoffs.
Fantasy pickleball. Name 3 pickleball players.
Oh, all of them. Everybody playing pickleball right now. They got a professional league right now.
I know. Name 3 of them. Name 3 of the professionals.
Me, the old dude that beat my ass the other day,
Not the old dude that whipped my ass.
and that old lady named Gail.
Gail.
Yep.
Gail do be playing. She do be playing for Heineken's and stuff. I seen it.
Yep. They
She be
whooped my
playing.
ass.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that right there.
I played a couple games. I was like, this is not for me.
I don't understand it. I know Drew Brees have a whole league now here. They have a whole pickleball tournament that be popping up in the convention center. I'll be mad.
Hey, you need to add some pickleball into that intro video. Keep it up.
I won't.
I want to. So can y'all tell me what y'all consider? Okay, so I know you was doing it trolling, Jim, but Amir, you said that. No, I'm going back to the Jaylen Brown. He said Jaylen Brown been struggling the last month.
Yes, he has. My numbers in fantasy. Yes.
No.
Yes.
I mean, the last couple of games, yes. The last month,
he's missed some games. He's played some
26
games.
points, 31 points, 28 points, 22 points, 37 points, 24 points, 24 points, 20 points. No, that's just the last 8 games.
He ain't played the last 2 games. That's all that matters to me. He a scrub.
But that's not the last month. The last 2 months.
The last month was what? 15. We're 15 days in. 18, whatever days in. He played like crap this month. I said it last month. Now, Chef, who do you got winning? We moved on from that. We gotta let it go. Chef, who do you got winning the national championship?
I went with Florida too. That Florida team, man, they getting hot at the right time, and they put it all together, and they got people playing at a level that, man, I don't know if anybody can stop them. They're hot. They are on fire. And the way they ran through the SEC tournament is terrifying. So, yeah.
I was surprised in the manner that they beat Tennessee. I was pleasantly surprised. Like I saw a few games towards the end of the season. Then I saw the SEC tournament, and they definitely look impressive. I'll say that much. That's without me being the only person on this panel that's not biased to the SEC. So I'm just letting the public know that yes, they look good, and you can take that to the bank. Because I said it.
Man, we could have had the entire SEC losing in the first round. He was still hollering we had SEC.
He would. I don't know.
Y'all see that?
I've been sitting here talking madness about the SEC and Alabama being trash and Florida being trash the entire time, and it's the whole panel is SEC bias. So
Texas should not be in this tournament.
Who?
Texas?
Probably not.
I agree. We all agree with you on that. Like nobody argued with you on that.
And Vanderbilt barely made it.
True,
but they made it.
They made it.
How did that make us biased for the SEC though?
Right. Like how does that? Yeah.
I like the public to know that I signed that petition from West Virginia. It got around to my desk. I signed it. I sent it off because I
wanted to sign it for him because North Carolina shouldn't have been in.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, people got to realize they have quad win ones. Vanderbilt has quad win ones. That's
North Carolina's quad 1 wins. They were 1-12.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They got no business in nothing.
Trust me, this tournament's gonna go to 96 next year to make sure everybody gets in. Because everybody has to get in.
I believe.
Yep, and you can win $100.
Yeah.
Tell them how again, Amir. One more time.
96 teams will get in, and LSU will be team 97.
You
Wait,
stupid.
what's the question?
What in
How
the
they can
heck?
win this $100? What they got to do?
What you got to do to win $100? You see right in front of you. Join the All Sports Matters money bracket. If you go to any one of our pages, I think all four of us have shared it. The links are on there. Click on the links, make yourself a bracket, or click on this QR code. QR code right in front of you. That is step number 1 of
Well, that's
three.
step number 3, actually.
Or step number 3 of 3. Step number 1 will be join our Facebook group, the All Sports Matters podcast. Step number 2 would be to subscribe to the All Sports Matters YouTube page. All 3 of those links are on our Facebook pages. All you have to do is click subscribe, make a bracket. You don't even have to watch. We're not
No money out your pocket. We ain't asking you for no money. All we doing is asking you to go subscribe. Join.
We're actually watch basketball.
Make a
We're
bracket.
asking you to follow us and watch us, every now and again. You can watch this show now. You can watch this show later. Our shows will be there. So in case tomorrow you're feeling down, you can click on the page and watch it again. Where it's like, you know what? I'm doing better than LSU. So you watch it tomorrow. It's all good.
Shane,
We
I'll
gonna
take
pause him
you
for
off
just a second, because he tripping. We gonna pause him for just a second. Just let that marinate for a second, because I mean, that ain't necessary. That ain't necessary. That's just childish and it's petty for no reason, because he's a Notre Dame fan and they
I'm
suck.
trying to
So,
keep things positive.
the New York Football Giants is his favorite team. So
I'm trying to keep things positive.
understand. You're gonna get Aaron Rodgers, and I wish that on you for the rest of your natural born fandom.
You know what?
Aaron Rodgers.
I will meet you halfway. If LSU is that bored right now and not playing basketball, they could join the 49ers because they need all the help they can get after losing about 50 players.
Pause.
That's a nice segue into NFL free agency.
Like, you want to be paused too? I will pause you too.
What
Don't
did
forget,
I do?
I control. I'm the producer. You'll be
Sir?
paused. It'll be me and Rob up in here just
Who
talking
hurt?
about how trash our teams are.
Who hurt you, sir?
Come out of timeout.
We apologize to the public once again.
That's why he's hurt. He might not have a point.
Pause. I just hit the snooze button on him. Don't worry about it, y'all. He's been snoozed.
He might not have a
It's all
football
good.
team to come watch next.
Okay.
Snooze again. 9 minutes.
I will meet you more than halfway. You have your Dodgers. They won their first game.
I'm gonna snooze you again.
The Niners ain't got nobody.
I'm gonna snooze you again.
Because that run you've been on with LSU, 49ers, Pelicans, that's an ass whooping and a half.
You know what? I'm tired of you. I wish you nothing but Daniel Jones with a backup of Aaron Rodgers for the rest of your natural born fandom. That's all I wish on you.
Daniel Jones,
No
no
Saquon Barkley. He'll come back. They go trade for him. They go trade 3 first-round picks to get him back.
I'm actually shocked the Giants ain't signed nobody that they made a big move on. So I'm actually proud of them for not doing nothing. I'm proud of them for not doing nothing.
They go
That's
trade.
how proud I am.
They go trade 3 first-round picks to get him back. You know
Man,
what? Y'all brought it up, and I said it in the text. 49ers was getting rid of all the black people. It was crazy, but then they re-signed Kyle Juszczyk. So I was like, okay, well, I guess they're not getting rid of all the black people because I thought Kittle was gonna be next. But yeah,
how many black people know the last name?
The only one I wasn't super surprised was gone is Charvarius Ward, because after losing his child, I can't imagine he would want to stick around San Francisco. That's just not somewhere you would want to stick around. But yeah,
where is he from originally? Anybody know?
Ward, I don't. I know he was with Kansas City. That's who he started his career with. But I don't know where he's from.
His place birth, like where his upbringing.
Where
it probably has a lot to do with it as far as signing or whatever.
He is from Macomb, Mississippi.
I don't think he's from Denver
Mississippi.
or wherever he signed. He signed with Indy, right? I'm happy he got that and got away from that, because PTSD was probably killing him. He was step out of retirement. The only one I'm upset is going to Dre Greenlow. Everybody else was like, all right.
Yeah, still got McCaffrey
from Mississippi.
We do got McCaffrey. Then we got rid of Jordan Mason, and then we got Mac Jones, who Kyle Shanahan wanted to draft instead of
Purdy.
Trey Lance. So
Oh.
he finally got his guy all these years later. So
Trey Lance.
woohoo. All right. Yeah.
I thought they were getting rid of everybody so they can get the other MAGA brother, but
They definitely 100% was trying to focus on him and let everybody else walk out the door. And then when he signed with Buffalo, it was like, hold up. Y'all tried to let us change your mind. It was like, nah, dude.
Even Joey wasn't going to walk onto the Titanic. He was like, I'd rather freeze in Buffalo than go down on a sinking ship in San Francisco.
Yeah. That it's sinking. Yours is already at the bottom of the ocean.
Nope.
she said, but hey, he can't talk NFL at all because
Shut up,
the Cowboys-
Titans. You suck too.
What is wrong with you? I'm reading the comments, bro. What is wrong with you?
Right.
Who fucking hurt you?
Don't get me started on Baltimore.
You can talk all you want. You can't do nothing about us. I ain't
Baltimore will
worried about
never be nothing. They will always get right there to the pinnacle and never make it to the AFC Championship game.
it. Yeah, that's what. It
They don't know how to use
You ain't
personnel.
first, you last, so it don't matter.
You sign one of the
What's
best
going on?
running
What's
backs
going on
ever,
right
and you don't run him.
What's going
Baltimore,
on
you
right now?
suck.
Not as bad as
Why,
y'all
why,
do.
why are we letting Angry Man hijack the show? What's
I
going
don't
on?
know.
I'm scared to chime in.
I do what I
I,
can.
I really am. I am scared to chime in on all people. Like I expect a fist to come through the screen somehow. Cause he mad. He woke up mad.
I do what I can when I
He didn't
can.
want to scroll 8 comments up to see what was going on this morning. Just started cursing at us.
I started cursing at you.
That's how
Is that what happened?
No, you got extra sassy though.
He real sassy.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna show you.
throwing your extra boss job in my face.
This fool said, I'm gonna show your ass.
Fancy boss job.
I'm gonna show your ass.
It was his fancy boss job.
Fancy boss job.
Oh my god.
Too busy doing things, making
Okay.
moves.
Anywho, free
Get
agent.
snooping in.
Oh, what we got going on? Come on, man.
Let's get it.
I'm just throwing.
Talk
off.
about free agency then.
No, I'm throwing off. And I get it. It's been a minute since we talked about the NFL free agency. We haven't spoken about the NFL.
We have not. There's been
We've
a lot
been
happening.
gone for a while because Jimmy has cut off our links to podcasts because he doesn't want us to do this podcast. He was just angry.
I
We
cut
invited-
Angry for no reason.
I cut it off. Wow.
He
That's
locked
my
us out.
story, and I'm sticking to it.
He locked us out.
Yeah, that's what I did. I
James
guess.
of the studio wouldn't let us in.
Yep.
So we're what? A few weeks away from the draft, right? When is the draft?
April.
26th? Is it the 26th?
Statistician ain't doing his job.
Oh, so we still got a whole.
Hopefully.
We still got a long way to go.
I sure wish we had a good statistician.
Well, with that being said, I'll ask the panel: who has won the off season so far?
Minnesota,
You know who lost it?
Tennessee.
Let's focus. Can we focus on who won? We know who lost.
Tennessee trash basket ass.
But Tennessee hasn't done anything either. But we're not
Exactly.
talking about that.
Exactly. They booty dumpster
Tennessee
juice.
has already fixed their offensive line. We just need to find a quarterback.
They booty dumpster juice. Minnesota has won the offseason.
You believe Minnesota has won the off season over Washington Commanders?
I think so.
Well, the only reason why I would say they may not have, we don't know what JJ McCarthy gonna look like.
That's true. That is true.
But that's why that little boy that's
They
following
need to-
the dude that stole $5 million from Mississippi is holding up free agency right now.
He got everybody held hostage.
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, I like the moves that Washington, the Commanders, do. They got their left tackle, Tonsil. Then they added a running mate for McLaurin and Debo Samuel. Hopefully they don't get sassy Debo.
Hey,
I mean, as long as he go out there and be in shape, he should do all right with McLaurin. So
I'm curious to see what this offensive line is gonna look like for Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago is
Chicago made some moves too. They made some moves too.
Yeah, they made some really good moves. So
Chicago-
should not have
They need to get a pass rush from somewhere.
They have to. They got to find a pass rush like
We gotta do something.
at light speed. Yeah.
You said, "Fuck Jerry Jones, fuck the Jones, fuck the
Oh my!
I needed that.
Goodness gracious!
Then he said,
Miko Hardman
for the entire league
is signing with the Packers.
Who?
Miko Hardman is signing with the Packers.
Yeah, we could have kept that. We don't need that.
Miko, yep, taking his speed out there to do nothing with.
Well, he gonna dude, how many damn broke wide receivers are they gonna get?
I'm just saying.
They
That's
whole wide
you know,
receivers gonna be
Matt
broke.
LaFleur like getting them injured.
You said how many broke receivers?
I'm very curious to see who go start fighting first, DK Metcalf or George Pickens. One of them.
George Pickens ain't gonna fight, but he'll do something dirty though.
George Pickens be fighting the whole time. He'd run down the field, supposed to be blocking. He in the end zone fighting people.
He ain't gonna fight that one. Not that one.
WWE tackling people.
Well, no, he wasn't fighting his own teammate. No, he wasn't fighting his own teammate.
Right? No, I said who go fight first.
Both of them gonna be on each side fighting.
Right?
Yeah, basically that's what's about to happen. They finna fight everybody.
Flexes everywhere.
Hey, you know what though? That opens the middle of the field up for Freiermuth.
Yeah. With all this money.
Yeah.
Because DK and George Pickens gonna be on the outside fighting, but who's gonna throw him the ball? Who's gonna throw him the ball? They ain't got a quarterback right now. Mason Rudolph, I guess they got Mason Rudolph back.
Now that we talking about free agency, it's so sad that between three players, Cincinnati is going to be paying over $120 million this year.
They paying those three players more than their entire defense.
Basically, yeah. And their defense still trash.
But to their defense, they're trying to work it out with Trey Henderson as of yesterday. So hopefully he stays put. If not,
they really suck.
That's crazy. Don't do
that. They really gonna suck.
Don't do that.
The Chiefs haven't done anything, Q. He said, did the Bills do enough? Did the Chiefs do enough?
I don't think.
What did the Chiefs do?
The Chiefs haven't done anything. They lost players, huh?
And they brought back Juju, huh?
Chicago.
Now you know what's
crazy. DeAndre Hopkins to Baltimore.
Right.
They brought back Juju and they sent him
Kareem
to Hollywood to Baltimore.
Well, we all knew that the Chiefs had money issues, so they couldn't make any big moves.
You know what's crazy? There's still a wide receiver out there right now. He's coming back from injury, but
Rashee
he's
Rice,
a veteran wide receiver out there that nobody's talking about. Amari and Stephon, both of them.
Amari was hurt. He wasn't hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt.
He didn't do nothing in Buffalo.
He was banged up a little bit.
He wasn't doing nothing in Buffalo.
Yeah, because one. Oh no, that's the other one in Houston that's out.
Yeah,
they wondering if he even gonna be able to play this year.
Oh no, they already said he wasn't playing.
Tank ain't gonna be able to play this year.
They already said he wasn't playing next season.
Yeah, he that injury is.
I think they said he contemplating retirement, but he was a couple of months ago.
I wouldn't be bad at him. I'd hate it for him, but that would honestly be smart.
But the Chiefs, they you said that they got money issues, but I mean their issue in the Super Bowl was they couldn't keep Mahomes from being under pressure.
Yeah,
and
that's why they traded the one guy that couldn't stop a cold, and that Joe Thuney, and they traded him
because they had him out of position. First off, they had him playing left tackle when he's a guard, and he played left tackle, pretty good for a guard.
Now they had to blame somebody.
You got very angry on that.
Who got angry?
Like you felt that in your spirit, sir. Because they had him out of position first off. Whoa. You sound like Kendrick Perkins.
I sounded like JB. That's what I sounded like.
You sound like JB.
Oh wow.
You sound like JB now. No.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs is a free agent.
Yeah. He is very much a free agent.
He going to the Cowboys to play with his brother.
No. I doubt that. I honestly think they're going to figure out something and bring him back to Houston.
Houston? Houston been putting stuff together this offseason too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nico Collins is their only receiver right now.
That's it. He's the only.
Oh no! They traded for Christian Kirk. They did trade.
Okay, that's what they were saying. He is the only one. He's the only one because Christian Kirk we don't really classify. Well, no, he was good before he got hurt.
Look,
Yeah,
He did a little something after he reset the market and stuff. He had did something to prove that he
I
was
was
that contract.
surprised Jacksonville released Christian Kirk.
I was surprised they released him.
That was great.
They were going to release him, and then they ended up trading him.
The problem with Christian Kirk is, yes, JB, you're right. He reset the market because they was paying him wide receiver one money when he played only 1 year of wide receiver one. The issue with Christian Kirk, he's a 2 or 3 at best.
Yeah,
and he could sneakily have a great season like he's done before. He was good in Arizona. He was good in Jacksonville. So you pay him.
He's coming into Tennessee. I mean, he's coming into Houston being a number two.
I agree. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Because if it's one thing we all know,
I agree with you on that. He's not a wide receiver one.
Yeah,
100%.
If it's one thing we all know for sure about Houston, there is only one number one in that doggone offense, and that is Nico. Because he is solid.
When CJ not having a sophomore slump year.
Well, I mean,
that's something different.
Now that's one thing I wonder about.
Well, he's definitely going to have to step up next year. He did have
he might want to.
That offensive line, they're going to need to do something for that offensive line because.
You said which team now has the best wide receiver tandem? I still think it's Cincinnati. T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
Until somebody can prove it wrong. Yeah,
they paid them as such. They got paid for a reason.
I'm very curious about how the offensive tandem in Seattle will be.
Cooper Kupp and JSN.
And Jim
that one don't move the needle for me.
Yeah.
I think
I'm not saying that they won't have a good year, but I got Tyreek and Jalen Waddle still.
They're not better than Pookie and Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams.
No, that's right. No,
they keep their head in the game. George Pickens and DK Metcalf are going to be problems.
Right.
They got nobody to throw them the ball though. So
I mean, you don't know what you go see out of McLaurin and Debo, like y'all said earlier. So
and that quarterback he's like that.
Insane. So
and then you still got to respect what Eagles have because Devontae Smith is going to give you everything.
You can't leave them off the list at all. So
you got to put them on the list. So,
but I'm saying I'm thinking of all of them before I don't even think. It depends on which Cooper Kupp they do.
I want to put Seattle up there top 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But it depends on which Cooper Kupp.
Depends on what Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Or are they going to get Cooper Kupp that's been, hurt
injury prone
the last couple of years?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on what Sam Darnold you get.
Oh, the Ghost Whisperer.
That's true too.
Yeah.
That's true too.
He had that resurgent year, but did it have anything to do with the receivers that he had? Speaking of which, they got a couple of nice receivers in Minnesota too now. Don't sleep on them.
Addison's going to be
Addison. Justin Jefferson, and everybody else is open because everybody's covering Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Addison like
Jordan. I like Jordan Addison. Don't get me wrong, but if Justin Jefferson wasn't on the other side of him, I don't know if we'd be talking about.
He wouldn't even give him.
It was a couple of games what Jefferson was hurt and he held it down. So,
what's the top 5 now? What the top 5? What Q? He just said, "What's the top 5 now?" I don't know what top 5 he's talking about, unless he's talking about wide receiver tandem.
Yeah, I think he's talking about wide receiver.
We already kind of went through that. We got Cincinnati, Miami, Philly, the Rams.
I think Miami fell off though. Miami fell off.
I mean,
I don't want to say that though.
I don't
want to say that.
But they still.
I don't want to say that.
I don't put Miami top 5. I think they're like number 6 or 7.
But okay, well, who's top 5?
Tyreek Hill really want to be there. Does he want to be there?
Who you gonna put above him there?
I got Bengals 1. I'll put the Eagles 2 with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. I'll put Nakua and Adams 3. Pickens and Metcalf, but they got an asterisk because we don't know who's going to throw in the ball.
The quarterback.
But skill set, they're 4.
Right.
They could be 4.
And going down the list,
McLaurin and
Debo.
And Debo.
You don't know what Debo you go get.
I don't know what
you got an asterisk because you don't know which Debo you go get. But
that's why I said
there's a lot that's like 1 and 1.5 as far as the top wide receivers.
So
I still got Tyreek and Jalen Waller still.
I still got them in there because they
Also, what you got?
Those four you just named, I agree with, and then I still got Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill.
Also, what you got going on in Chicago with their receivers?
Well, Keenan Allen is a free agent.
Yeah, he's a free agent. So now all you got is a Doomsday and DJ Moore, and I'm
not sold on the Doomsday yet. I'm not sold
on the Doomsday yet.
Yeah, I'm not sold on them.
The Chiefs got all kind of issues.
The Chiefs don't even have one.
That's what I'm saying. They got all kind of issues.
Joking people and stuff.
They got 3 twos.
Yeah,
they don't have a one.
Joking people running from accidents. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing about them. I'm gonna let them do what they do.
No,
they sending Hollywood back to Baltimore.
The Lions don't have another two. The Vikings is just Justin Jefferson. I'm trying to go Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, I guess. They're still down in Tampa.
Yeah,
there you go. That's number 5.
But so what Godwin are we going to get coming back from that injury?
Right, he's coming back from injury, and that's why that's my only concern with them.
Tua is coming back from a concussion every game.
But Tua played last year.
I will put the Tampa Bay before Miami. That's a great answer.
I'd understand if Tua got a concussion at the end of the season again, but Tua played last year.
He played, yeah.
So
he's going off his history.
What is really going on with the cheetah though? Does he want to be in Miami? Because you remember what happened at the end of the season.
He didn't. Now he does.
You see what I'm saying? So
check back next week. He might not.
I know one thing. He had more children last year than he had touchdowns.
A tandem that's probably tied for 6 right now. That could be a 5, and that's the Lions. Amon-Ra Brown and Jameson Williams.
Mm-hmm. Amon-Ra St. Brown is
ridiculous.
Amon-Ra is nice,
and Jameson Williams.
Jameson is deep threat. Like he doesn't run the whole route tree. He's a deep threat, and that's his thing. He's a deep threat, and that's it.
Well,
now here's a question for you.
And that crossing route where he catches it and it's a foot race to the corner. And if he beats you to the corner and turns up, you're done.
Here's a question for you though. Are you counting tight ends in with this receiving core?
No, he said wide receiver.
All right, I'm asking. That's why you gotta ask.
No, that changed a lot because then that puts Minnesota back up there, with Hockenson.
That'll put Minnesota in there. That'll put Detroit in there.
No, definitely
Porter.
Yeah.
Hell, depending on what Baltimore you're getting, that'll put Baltimore in there.
Come on now, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I'm talking about likely. Don't do that.
I would say don't you bring Mark up in there.
I would say Andrews before likely, and I'm still not likely.
Don't you bring Mark Andrews up?
That's likely. I'm talking about likely as far as that goes. Especially
to drop a touchdown. That's what likely.
Because then you put the Cardinals in there with McBride.
Definitely got to be in, and you definitely got to put Tampa in there because that tight end they got in Tampa he's like that. He is like that.
So you're not including Kelsey in that with the tight ends?
Kelsey
they still got 4 twos.
He ain't got no wide receiver.
He still got 4 twos at wide receiver.
He got a bunch of threes. He got a bunch of threes up there with him.
It's kind of like saying the Cowboys went all in for Jonathan Mingo to be number 2 to CeeDee Lamb.
Goodness.
You said what about them young dudes in Green Bay? No.
What? Yeah, you mean every one of them that's always hurt?
They always hurt. Yeah, exactly.
You talk about the infirmary unit.
They always hurt.
They must look like the VA hospital.
If they can stay healthy, like they got a nice young receiving core, but they cannot stay healthy.
They cannot stay healthy. That's the problem.
But Green Bay got the youngest team in the league, don't they?
Yeah.
Damn near.
So
that's sad. And they just can't stay healthy. I don't know what it is.
You know what? I am going to put Tampa Bay at number 5 because Jalen McMillan is not that far from breaking out. I just thought about that.
I like
McMillan is nice. Yeah, and for some reason, Shepard Sterling is decided to be an NFL player all of a sudden these last couple of years with Tampa Bay, and he's a good 4. So
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
not trios.
Yeah, I'm just saying I like Tampa Bay's over Miami as far as top 5. But Jackson Smith and Jigba is there as well, and it all depends what Cooper Kupp we get. So there's a bunch tied for 6 or 7, and we'll see the production that we get out of them. We'll break down the full free agency here over the next few weeks as we head to the NFL draft. Again,
we also gonna have a mock draft at some point before the draft. What up, DD?
What's going on, DD?
Happy birthday, DD.
You finally jumped in.
Birthday, bro.
Birthday, my guy.
Born day is happening.
And for your birthday, you have a chance to win $100. All you have to do,
Tell him how.
Oh wait,
Tell him how here.
did he say fellows and not fellas? Come on,
you
double.
already did step number
YD.
1 by subscribing to our YouTube page. Step number 2 would be which he's there already. I'm pretty sure he's already joined our All Sports Matter Facebook group. But lastly, you have to fill out a bracket.
To the YouTube
Fill
page.
out a bracket.
He's already on the YouTube page too. So all
We,
we gotta do is fill out a bracket.
we, as a collective, are giving the winner $100 for winning the March Madness bracketology. Jimmy can don't worry about it, people, because I'm gonna borrow $25 from Jimmy for a random reason, and I'm gonna throw it to the pot. He ain't even gonna know. But with that being said,
Don't worry about it because I'm borrowing it from Flex, so it's all good.
$100 could be yours and everybody else's. All right. We show the QR code. It is on our Facebook pages. I know everybody who's on here is on one of our pages. Click on all the links. Join, subscribe, create a bracket, and you too can win $100. Come April 7th, I believe is that Monday. Yes, April 7th, the championship game. So, hey, you can wake up April 8th, $100 richer. Chef, what you got for the group?
Oh, man. Listen, this NCAA tournament has just had me thinking about
Make some
how
business.
many teams.
Oh my
Number
god.
1 seeds. Who was the last number 1 seed overall? Last number 1 seed to win a championship, and what season was it?
UConn? Wasn't UConn 1 seed last year?
I want to say they were not. Let me
I
make
thought they
sure.
were.
I think
thought they were
UConn was 2.
I thought they were a 2 seed. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and make sure. So,
Gonzaga beat Baylor, right? And
nope. You know what? They were a 1 seed.
There.
They were a 1 seed. But
That was
before
an easy question.
no, I know, right? But before that, who was the last one before that?
I was gonna say Gonzaga beating Baylor.
Didn't Villanova win before before that one?
Villanova did win.
I thought the Villanova win was before the
You said
Gonzaga.
the last one though. The last one, Gonzaga was number 1. They beat Baylor in the finals.
What year was it?
2019, 20,
It was
2020.
the year right before.
1 seed has won the NCAA's men's tournament in 6 of the past 7 years.
Yeah.
It was 6 of the last 7 years.
Your statistician failed you. Well, no, Fleck is mine. I don't know who yours is.
Wow. That's so angry.
No,
So yeah, they won. That's right. Villanova won the year
In 2018.
yeah, that's all.
Villanova won in 2018. UNC won the year before that. Duke won 2 years before that. Louisville won 2 years before that.
I got one better. 2017, North Carolina. 2018, Villanova. 2019,
I just
Virginia.
said that.
2021, Baylor. 2022, Kansas.
So sad.
2023, Connecticut was a 4 seed. 2024, Connecticut won as a 1 seed.
1 seed. And this year,
And
we have a
2020 was
different
Corona.
I can definitely see a number 1 seed winning out this year.
I can see a surprise. And no,
What was you trying to get us to say there, Big Rob?
that just because they're a number 1 seed does not mean that they can win the tournament, even though they win a lot of times. And there's not a lot of number 1 overall seeds that win, but they
Is that what you
win
meant? Overall, number 1?
overall number 1 seeds. like the top number 1 seed. I think
I know. Is that what you meant?
yeah.
You
That's
just said
more so
last
what I'm
one
talking
seed.
about. And I think that one still, though, I want to say that one still is UConn.
Yeah, I think Connecticut was still number 1.
I think UConn was still number 1. I think they were the number 1
last
overall.
year.
Yeah, but it's rare that a number 1 overall will win out the tournament.
But hey, San Antonio has joined the Cooper Flag sweepstakes with all those injuries, and this is not hate. I'm not hating. Actually, I'm praising because picking up Fox, Wemby, Castle, and you add a Flag in there, that's a good.
The Spurs have the potential. The Spurs this year have the potential to have 3 top 10 picks in the draft this year. 3.
And even if they don't get Flag, those 2 kids out of Rutgers,
They're
gonna be top 5.
They have the potential to move the needle completely this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be quite interesting to see how it plays out because Coach Popovich stacked picks for the next 3 or 4 years.
I got one. NCAA tournament related. When was the last time all 4 number 1 seeds made the Final Four?
I just saw that on TV too.
I literally just looked at that.
It's only happened one time, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. I just saw that I don't remember.
2008. Kansas, Memphis, North Carolina, and UCLA.
UCLA.
2008. I wonder who's
Well,
that?
fun.
That team?
Well, fun.
It's the first and only time that all 4 number 1 seeds made the Final Four.
I'm trying to think of who was on that doggone UCLA team.
2008.
What's his
Edo
name?
Bannon.
Not Cleveland, from Miami. What is his name? Won the
That was
championship.
Westbrook, wasn't it? That was Westbrook team.
Was that the Westbrook team?
2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
No, yeah, that is the Westbrook team.
You thinking of Kevin Love? No,
I was thinking of Kevin Love, but Kevin Love was already in the league already.
it definitely was.
That's how you say Ed O'Bannon.
Ed
No,
O'Bannon.
that was the 90s. I was like,
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Ed O'Bannon. That's the first name that come to mind when you say UCLA. Ed O'Bannon. I don't know.
Tyus Edney.
Jeez.
Oh, monster.
Yeesh.
Kevin Love was on that team.
Was he?
He was on that
What?
team.
He was a freshman on that team.
Ha.
Hey, look at Big Rob. Look at
That's
Big
my
Rob.
statistician right there.
2008.
Okay.
Jeez.
Westbrook was a sophomore, and
That team was
Kevin
stacked.
Love was a freshman.
So Westbrook is older than Kevin Love. Kevin Love looks so much older than Westbrook.
You look
He's
geriatric.
gone because he aged playing with LeBron.
He's Caucasian.
Westbrook didn't.
Westbrook did play with LeBron for half a year until they traded him.
Either way, we'll give you our date when we'll be on next week. Tuesday's not a usual day. We try to figure out what day we can get all 4 of us available and free. I'm hoping to get us early next week so we can do a Major League Baseball preview special. Don't worry about it. I'll just talk and I will defer most of the questions to JB. So I did there.
I think you did there.
And I'll be like,
We'll break down the 2025 Major League Baseball
Well, you
season.
can't go to the other 2 because they Braves fans and their team suck.
Who hurt you?
Speaking of the Braves, they just signed Craig Kimbrell today. So
Oh,
that's a good piece for the bullpen.
we gonna talk about that great picture having Tommy John surgery. We gonna talk about Tommy John surgery
Next week.
Mm.
Duh.
And at some point, we're going to do a mock draft.
A baseball mock?
Before the draft.
A
What?
baseball mock? No, I'm joking.
No, sir.
You said baseball mock?
No, sir.
Hey, I don't have 3 days to sit here to
They
do
got
I got
77
I got-
rounds.
185 rounds.
Why do
I
you
gotta
have
draft on
77 rounds? I don't understand what's
I
happening.
got a draft on Sunday for my fantasy baseball team. So.
Look, I don't have 3 days to sit here and do 185 rounds.
That makes zero sense.
It is still only 25 rounds, but whatever.
Only?
Only 25.
Jesus Christ. That's ridiculous.
JB, take us out.
Oh my God. Some people like football, baseball, and basketball, while others like hockey, soccer, and NASCAR. But right here, all sports matter.
And more baseball.
Peace out.
Peace.